Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be talking about Madlibs. So you should be here after you've completed Unit 2 and know a bit about strings. Now what exactly is Madlibs? Well, let's just say you are walking with your friend and you want to play a game. Well, Madlibs is one of those games that you can play. Here's an example. I'm going to ask my friend for a random verb, a random plural noun, and a random minor celebrity. He doesn't know what you're gonna do. He doesn't know what story you're gonna make. But he's just gonna give you a random verb, plural noun, and minor celebrity. So let's just say the verb he said was hit. The plural noun he said was dogs. And the minor celebrity, Hans Zimmers. Let's see what that makes. Have you ever wanted to hit all sorts of dogs with friends, family, colleagues, or even Hans Zimmer's, but didn't know how? By the way, Hans Zimmer's is an amazing music producer. I think you guys should check him out. He made a lot of amazing soundtracks for movies. But yeah, that's basically what you can do with Madlibs. It's pretty nice. So how does this tie into this? Basically, the computer is your friend, and it's going to ask you for certain verbs, nouns, etc., and it's going to make a story for you. So let's see how we do that. The first thing that we do is simple. We ask them for different things: name, places, verbs, adjectives, all sorts of things. In this case, I only asked for 3, but I expect you guys to ask at least 10. It should be a really nice story. So we ask for the name, place, and animal. When you run this, they'll say enter a name, and I'll say like calf. Enter a place, YCW. Enter an animal. Let's just go with dogs again, or dog in this case. If I press enter, nothing happens. That's because we haven't done anything with these variables yet. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to concatenate it together in a story so that we can make a nice Madlibs. Okay, so we added a bit of code. Let's see what happens. Calf, YCW, and dog. Calf was near YCW one day with his pet dog. How do we do this? Well, first thing I want to point out is the space right here. The way I added a space is by printing out an empty line, just like this. Usually, if you don't have spaces, everything looks clustered together and it just doesn't look nice. But with these spaces, everything becomes more readable. The second thing that we did is we used string concatenation. Remember string math? We combined name, in this case calf, to was near, to the place, to one day with his pet, to animal, and then the period. So if that was kind of confusing, you could think of it as like just meshing or like pushing all the strings together into one large sentence. It's kind of like string math, just like I said. You're adding together words. Now, the one mistake that most people make is that they forget the space right here. If I don't have this space, if it was like this, let's look at what happens. Calf, YCW, dog. So you can see there's no space right here. So let's make sure that we have the spaces between each of the concatenations. Now, it works, but there is a better way to do it with something that we've learned. Can you guys think of what that might be? If you said dot format, then you are correct. So let's take a look at how we can use dot format. So here's the second part of the story. We asked them for 2 more things, a verb and an adjective, and then we use the dot format method to add on to our story. One thing I'd like to point out is this \n character. The \n is a new line character. So instead of printing out a new line like this, all we have to do is inside of a string add \n. It makes the code look way more clean, and it's much more efficient. So make sure if you want to add spaces, use the \n from now on. Another thing is the .format method right here. It makes the code look a lot cleaner than this string math like here, but let's see what happens first. YCW dog verb steal, I don't know, adjective unhappy, because steal and unhappy go together, you know, they must be related. Suddenly your dog starts to steal an unhappy FBI agent. To be continued. Interesting. Now I want you guys to expand on this a lot more, but let's just look at this .format statement. These curly brackets represent different variables that need to be plugged in to these curly brackets. So as you can see, we have 3 pairs of curly brackets, which represents the animal, verb, and adjective. Let's say we want to put in 6 curly brackets. That means we're going to need 6 arguments right here, and you'll learn what that is. Basically, 6 different things right here. If you put 3 brackets, but 4 different variables, you'll get an error. Likewise, if you put 4 brackets and 3 different, variables, you won't get an error, but it'll look weird. That's all I'm saying. So I hope you guys can make a really interesting Madlib so that we can post it on our website. And if you guys are interested in more content or have any questions, please feel free to message us on the Discord. I'll see you guys later.